Leo, how you guys? Welcome to Frequency Bro Radio. I'm your host, Madam X, and I'm here with your love and romance reading for December. One second. How quickly December came, you guys. It's almost 2017. I know it's been I think it's just been one of those years for everybody, guys. We've had some Saturn aspects and got some things going on with Neptune. But I think it's clearing up, getting towards the end of the year. I think a lot of people are really seeing the direction that they're meant to go in, and that's no different for you Leos. It's no different for you Leos. I think you guys really want to go in a certain direction, and Leo, I'm just laying your cards. I had already shuffled the cards, and now I'm laying the cards, and this is funny. Leo, you're a fire sign. You got a lot of water energy in here, Leo. So we're gonna talk about that. Just trying to get my table situated. I need a bigger reading table because I have no idea where I'm going to put all these cards. So let's just see. I got to move some of my stones off. So anyway, I feel like some of the energy may be clearing up towards the end of the year, and people know the direction in which they want to go, and maybe you're seeing a clear direction in which you want to go. And Leo, that's no different for you. And let's talk about it. I know, Leos, you guys, I know you got some things going on. Leos, sometimes you're into various different things. Let me set a stone on a table for you, because just looking at these cards, you might need a little something just to ground Leo. And I want to say protect Leo, but not really protecting Leo from anybody else. I believe it's more so protecting Leo for yourself. And because I have these cards on the table, I'm not going to do a long introduction. I'm going to jump into it because a lot of messages are kind of speaking to me now. Before I even get into the cards, the thought and the message that I had for Leo just off of the top was, I'm going to keep this quick. I don't even like to say it because I have a lot of Leos, in my life that I truly care about. But Leo, you're full of it. You're full of it, Leo, or somebody around you is full of it. So, this is December. Like I said, my readings transcend time. I believe in parallel times, parallel universes, time everlasting, time never ending. So, these are things that could have been happening in November, or you'll see them come to pass in December as we go into the new year. But I just want you to know, Leo, everything that's going on, it is your doing, it is your cause, and it is in your control. I mean, you have not one major arcana on the card. I did 5 cards and the bottom of the deck, and then I won't get all into the spread because I'm just going to read the cards how I read them. And then I did the romance cards and the life path cards. So I'm using the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, the Doreen Virtue romance deck, and the Doreen Virtue past life deck. Is Doreen Virtue and Brian Wise, MD. So those are the 3 decks I'm using, and I'm going to jump into it. But like I said, just that message before I even laid these cards, before I started the reading, was you're full of it. And that's that's to put it mildly, because I could say you're full of shit, or I could say somebody in your life is full of shit. So you get the message, you get the picture. I'm not going to be too hard, even though I know Leo's like it straight up. But see, the thing about Leo sometimes is you're going to do what you want to do anyway. I mean, you are very smart people. You had the fire and the gusto to complete, to go out and get what you want, to fulfill your dreams, to fulfill your needs. You go after what you want, and you're aggressive in those things, which is really good. As a Cancer sign, all water, all 3 of my signs, my dominant signs, rising, moon, and sun, are all in water signs. So I can understand. I really do admire that about the Leo. I respect that about the Leo, just being that social, go-getter, and really going after your dreams and your admirations and taking action. But at the same time, Leo, sometimes you can you can, I'm not going to say listen to advice, because sometimes you don't. Sometimes you will entertain a conversation for different perspectives or to have yourself heard. Leos like to have conversations. They are conversationalists. They like to talk. They like to express themselves, especially when it comes to you guys and what's going on with you. You know, a Leo will talk to you and they will tell you what's going on, but a lot of times you don't really want the feedback back. You don't necessarily listen. And this is not for every Leo. I mean, if this applies to you, you'll know who you are. If it doesn't, then let it fly. But a lot of times you're talking to have someone listen to you, but sometimes you don't always really take in that advice or listen to other people and really, take it to heart and actually act it out. Like Leo, you could know some of the things to do, but kind of do the opposite because you have so much of that fire. So before we even get into the reading, just keep in mind what I said, and also keep in mind that you have the power to kind of take control and do what's necessary in this reading. So for Leos, off top, I want to say, Leos, you may be dealing with some issues where you're in some unhappy relationships with people, and it's really got you upside down. There could even be pregnancies, children involved. Definitely something to do with, if it's not already children that exist in the picture, it could be pregnancies or finding out you're pregnant, things of that nature. Because I have the Page of Cups as far as what's on your mind. So what's on your mind are like these messages of emotions, emotional things. And the Page of Cups always comes off as a Pisces card to me. And as you know, with the Page of Cups, with the fish in the cup, a lot of times that speaks to children, like a child, a newborn child, or the gift of a child or something like that. And a child in the water is kind of like a child in the womb. And pages do bring messages, emotional news. And to find out that you're pregnant or to be dealing with pregnancy or something like that is definitely some very emotional news, and it's emotional things. Now, I'm not saying that it's for all the Leos, but it's the children part is playing into what's going on in your love and your romance relationships, because I also got the children card in the romance deck that came out, and that card says your love life is being affected by children. So this could either be a situation where you're finding out you're pregnant, something is going on, and the relationship is just not congruent, is not happy. It is not a good situation to kind of be in that state, if that is your situation, or it could really have to do with children that you already have, and either the fact that they're dependent on you and is standing in the way of you making relationships, being able to really foster those relationships, or maybe the fact that you are pregnant or you have this child, you could have just had a child or something like that. It's making you dependent on another person, that mother or that father of the child, and it's like it's an unhappy relationship, and you wish maybe that you weren't stuck to that person, or you maybe you wish you may not have gotten in that situation, but you're there now, and it is what it is. Because I do see, well, let me tell you what the cards are first, and then I'll continue to read them. So with the tarot cards, you got the overall situation is the Ten of Cups in reverse, unhappiness. It's everything represented in the Ten of Cups. I mean, the Ten of Cups is one of those cards where it could still be a good card. It's more in what you salvage. It's more in what you see there. Even though things may not be, like we're talking about these situations in 11 relationships, even though things may not be how you want them to be, it's sort of like seeing the bright side, or seeing the glass as half full instead of seeing it half empty. What's on your mind, what's above you is the Page of Cups. The past is the Queen of Cups in reverse. What you have below you or on your side, or you're carrying this with you, is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. What the future card is the Seven of Cups. The romance cards, worth waiting for, codependency, and children. And then you have the unrequited love in the past life tarot card. And the bottom of the deck you have the King of Swords in reverse. So you could be dealing with some air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Leo, or you also, because you got, there's 6 Rider-Waite cards in this deck. You also could be dealing with a water sign. I feel it's heavy between the water signs and the air signs. I don't have any fire signs here, and I have the earth sign, but I don't feel like that's who you're dealing with. Of course, it could be anybody, and it could be sun, moon, and rising. So I feel like the situations definitely involve Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or your Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. So, and it's just an unhappy situation, because with that 10 of Cups in reverse, it's like having everything you want, having that happiness, but it's slipping through your fingers. It's like you saw it, it's something you thought it was going to be, and it did not turn out to be that way. And, whatever person, I mean, because you had the Queen of Cups in reverse, and this could be your energy, Leo. It could be you having feelings and emotions for someone, and you feeling a certain way and being really loving and nurturing and all there for this relationship. But now you feel like it's just some hurt, some pain, because the person is not who you thought they were. And guys, you adjust these readings to fit you. Thousands of people watch the videos, so if these situations could go either way. If I say male, it could be applying to a female. If you're a male watching this, if I say female, it's applying to a male. So you have to adjust the readings to fit your situations. You'll know what's speaking to your situation and what's not. So it's like with those emotions, you are really just off your center as far as your emotions go, and you're coming from feeling like that in the past. You've had some hard relationships, some hard emotional times, and it's just the Queen of Cups in reverse just symbolizes a lot of crying to me, emotional manipulation, just being out of sorts emotionally. When she's upright, it's still an emotional card. It's not so much you could look on her face. She has a look on her face where she's looking into this what do they call it? Like a gullet, when she's looking into this just elaborate cup, and she's seeing things and she's feeling things. It's not the master of emotions like the king of cups. Like he has those emotions mastered. With the Queen of Cups, you can see all the ripples in the water. She's looking into this cup almost as if looking into a magic ball that reflects her feelings back to her. So the Queen of Cups is in a deep emotional contemplative state already when the card is upright, but she's very loving. She is a mother she is a mother figure. You can come to her. She is there. She provides that emotional stability and those emotional needs, and she gives that love to people. She has it all within. She is the queen of this sea. But in emotions, in reverse, it just really speaks of just crying and not, going at it alone, and just really going through some things because you've been waiting. You got to work waiting for cards. So it's like the things you want, I feel like you really thought you had them, the kids, the family, it was going to be this happy home, and you find out that's really not what it is, because the overall energy in the deck is the King of Swords in reverse, which means if you are dealing with an air sign person, it's like that person is not upright. The King of Swords, and when he's upright, he is discerning. He knows when to use a sword. He knows when not to. He is a very good advisor. He is very strategic. He is a strategist. He can help plan. He could situate matters. He can advise. He is a king that you can come to, and he could really advise you and help you think through situations logically. But when he's in reverse, it's just it could speak of deceit, just a nasty disposition, just using that sword to just like cut unnecessarily. So what you're getting from this person is not this loving offer of fruitfulness that was in that Page of Cups. Is not the love and messages that you thought they were, or that may have been presented to you. And you're going through some things, Leo. You're going through some money things. I mean, I feel like you do a lot on your own. You may be taking care of children. You have children to take care of. You have children that need your attention. And like we talked about, if it's pregnancy and things like that, that's a big situation. So, and even like I said, with being full of shit, Be careful with lying to people, deceiving people, or having them do the same to you, Leo. Because if there's anything like that going on, you just don't want to do that. Because in the future card you have the Seven of Cups, which speaks to illusions. It could be deceit. It could be just options there that are not good options, and you not really being able to see through the smog and the haze. Or you may be doing the same thing, pulling the wool over somebody's eyes, or presenting something but making it really it's presented under a cloak almost of darkness, under a cloak of disguise is kind of what I get with the Seven of Cups. So like I said, what's going on for you is you've been going through some things financially, and it's not financially, and as far as like the love relationship, just having that one-on-one relationship that you imagine within your head, that you thought you had, or that you want to have. Because the Nine of Pentacles is not just about financial abundance. She is just abundant in every way. She knows how to make things happen. She knows how to multiply. She knows how to be fruitful. It's a beautiful yellow card. I always think the Nine of Pentacles, to me, it's one of the most beautiful cards in the deck. It's like it gives the impression of a woman in her garden, just having everything. She's got you see the house in the background. So it speaks almost like there's a happy home in the background with her man, with her children. If you're a man watching, with your woman, with your children, there's no worries there. She just out in the garden tending to and watching over all the fruits of her labor, all of the fruits that her lush ground produces, and there's nothing around her but abundance. She does not want for anything. She doesn't want for money. She doesn't want for anything, and she has her hand on that pinnacle because she makes things grow. She makes things happen. She's very connected to the earth, and she knows how to till the earth and how to use what the earth has to offer to bring about a crop, bring about a harvest. But with that in reverse, it's like saying she doesn't have all those things. You have the dirt. You're starting with the bare necessities, but that foundation isn't good. You have to have good growing conditions. You have to have good soil to be able to make the crops happen. And with the people that you have in your life, with the King of Swords in reverse, then with your emotions, it's probably your emotions coming in with the Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups in reverse. It's like, it's just it's just not congruent. It's not eye to eye, which is what the unrequited love is saying. It's not on the same page. Either you guys don't have the same feelings for each other. Maybe you have some kids and they're not into being with somebody with the kids. If you're pregnant, it could be a situation where they don't want the kids. It could be a situation where, are you saying that you are pregnant? Are you talking about these kids to try to get this person to love you more, or vice versa? Because you know that love is unrequited. If a person cares about you, and if a person really loves you, they're going to do those things to show you, and you really won't have to guess about it, especially as aggressive and as to the point as I know Leos can be. Sometimes but you don't want to push yourself on anything and anybody when you know that they're not going to make the best partner for you. They are not going to return the same level of dedication, the same level of fire that you had for your relationship, the same level of passion. You don't want to, you don't want to get yourself into something where the love is not even and it's not unrequited. And that's where you get with these Seven of Cups, is having these choices. You may have a lot of options, Leo. You may have a lot of choices, but you really want to think about how you choose, what you go after, and is it the best thing for you? Because all I see in these cards is Leo being their own worst enemy. It's not something other people are doing to you. It is how you're handling the situation, the things you're accepting, the energy you give off, and the things you've gotten yourself into that you have to fix. And you can do that by realizing that codependency is not going to work. You don't want to be codependent on anybody because you're so gung-ho to have a relationship or to do certain things. Or there could be certain addictions. I mean, codependency speaks of addictions, but this could be addictions to anything. I mean, drugs, alcohol, sex. Sex gets us in certain situations, especially when we talk about kids and pregnancy and things like that. You know, sex brings about certain things where it'll get you into a situation that you may not have been ready for, and then you're codependent on a person for years and years, for a lifetime, because of certain issues that you haven't worked out within yourself. You really have to respect yourself, and that's the thing with everybody. I mean, it's just having that self-respect and self-love, and the things that you do, the people that you involve in your life, and the way those people show up and show out for you is a reflection of if you really love yourself and if you really respect yourself. And like I said, those issues with the children may have you in something where it's just an unrequited situation. So, and Leo, you also may have some options coming at you, but you might not even like the options that are placed in front of you. And if that's the case, just know that the true love that's there for you is gonna come, but it's worth waiting for. The time that we wait, the time we have to be patient and really wait for our ships to come in, it's all for a purpose. I've learned, you might think you're ready, but a lot of times when that ship has not come in, when that person has not come in, and when things have not worked out, that means there is more work we need to do on ourselves. There is more work to be done on ourselves, because we aren't quite at the point where we are really, because if you're at this channel, I know you're looking for something more spiritual. You're not looking for fly-by-night relationships. You're not looking for hit it and quit it relationships. If you're watching Frequency Real Radio and you're listening to Madam X, I'm sure you're looking for deeper connections, deeper bonds. You're looking for those soulmate, and not just soulmate, you're looking for twin flame bonds. But when you have the cards that are in this reading, which they all tie in, to get a worth waiting for card, a codependency, and an unrequited love with the Queen of Cups in reverse, the Ten of Cups in reverse, and the King of Swords in reverse, it really just shows the people in your life that you're choosing, not good choices. So whether that's the air signs, the Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, or you've got some Cancer signs, that Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, that just are over emotional, don't express the emotions, don't know how to deal with the emotion. This has really got you turned on your head, and you're saying to yourself, this is not what the hell I signed up for. This is not what I thought it was going to be. And the surprises that are coming and what's happening is not anything that I'm happy about, because this is not the kind of situation I want to be caught up in. So Leo, like I said, the great thing about the reading was you did not have any major arcanas. These are situations that are going to change over time. You're going to make changes through December to create the life, the love life, and the relationships that you want to see. And right now, you do have children that are dependent on you, but you may be dependent on other things, whether that's alcohol, drugs, people, social situations, caffeine. Overly worried about your looks, overly, being a narcissist, or, neglecting family obligations to go out with friends. Whatever you do, I don't care if you wear a hat every day of the week. That's a codependency. Or every hour of the day, let's say you are dependent on that damn hat. Can you go out without the hat? You see what I'm saying? It does not have to be what we deem as negative things, such as drugs, alcohol, and things like that. You can be codependent on anything. Codependency just simply breaks down to me as a lack of balance. It's a lack of balance. You are too dependent on something outside of yourself. And when we have a lack of balance, whatever we're doing, whatever unbalance, has become addictive habits, addictive practices, addictive actions in our life. And the key to life that I find, and that is the ultimate struggle in life, the ultimate jewel, the ultimate gem in life, is to have balance in everything that we do. That is really what we strive to do in life. And as I come to the end of this reading, I mean, I could go on about this. We could talk about it in different ways, and there are other messages to be interpreted from these cards. I find this, especially with me being a water sign, you being a fire sign, and just getting all these cups on the table. I wish you, just Leo, take the time to dig deep into your emotions. What I find with the fire signs a lot of times is they have emotions. Everybody has emotions. It's just not everybody is as emotionally intelligent as some of the water signs may be, because that's where they live. That is their domain, the water, the emotions. So I find a lot of times with fire signs, those emotions come out when they've been pushed, or when the anger reaches a certain level, or when they've been through certain hurts, certain pains. Fire and air signs and also earth signs can tend to bury their emotions a little bit more. They don't stick as close to the surface as maybe a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces or something like that. And actually, I'm not saying that they stick close to the surface even with the water signs. It's just that a water sign is more in tune with their emotions, and they're going to act accordingly. This is general, guys. Your moon, your rising could be in something, or you could have other signs heavy in your chart. Or, the ruler of your chart, maybe the ruler of your ascendant could be heavy in a water sign. So it's different. That's why people really who just only understand general astrology, they don't get why it's so important, because there are so many elements to your birth chart, and there are so many things that could determine, and it goes so far beyond just what your sun sign is. So when I say these things, you could have some, if you say, oh, well, that doesn't feel like me, or I may be more in touch with my emotions. You could have some other elements that make you that way. But Leo, you are worth being cherished. You are worth more than any situations where the love is not requited. And if you don't have a certain love for a situation, or you're over it, it's no need to keep those things going and to be unhappy and to be in unhappy relationships. Take whatever has happened, make the best of it. Pay attention to your children. Focus on your children. The love relationship looks like, it may be down. It may not be going right at the moment. But like I said, these are minor arcana cards, and I truly believe you're going to work through December to change and create the love life and really bring in the people that you want to see. You're going to clear some of this haze, some of this fog, get the people who don't feel the same or show you as much energy and passion and fire that you show towards the relationship. You're going to get them out of your life. You're going to focus on your kids. You're going to focus on those situations. You're going to get rid of this codependency, because the person that's out there for you is worth waiting for. And if you are with somebody, you're in marriages, and you don't see yourself going anywhere, this is what's going on right now. But like I said, it is minor arcana. It can be worked through, but it's going to take time. And it's not necessarily about looking at the other person saying, oh, this is what you're doing wrong. This is the way that you're hurting the relationship. Leo, this is about looking at you. Looking at your emotions, how you're expressing yourself, your expectations versus what you actually get. And then become codependent upon those things. What you're paying attention to, what you're giving your time to. Is it in the right place? Even if you're married, do you have kids that need to be focused on right now? The relationship might not be going great, but maybe you have kids to focus on, which is making the unhappy home, because there's some unsettled situations involving your children, and the children need to be taken care of. And there's certain time and devotion that you need to direct in that area of your life involving those kids. And then you may find that your relationship gets back on a better track once you really work on your home. First of all, getting your emotions together, getting people who don't mean you the best out of your life. Well, understanding, like I said, if you're in marriages and situations where you're not going anywhere, understanding that your partner is just feeling, they're just going through it right now, and they might not have anything nice to offer you. They may not be telling you the truth, and the things that they're doing may not match. They may match the things that they're saying, because they may be being pretty nasty right now. You know what I mean? But it'll pass, and you will get through it. Just put your attention where it needs to be. Keep an eye out on your kids and for situations involving kids, and know that you deserve love. And it's not any situations where it's unrequited love are not worth your time, and they're not worth being in. So Leo, I truly, 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 and like I said, you got to love yourself guys, before you can love anybody else. When you really start to love yourself, and loving yourself is not something you say, it's something that you do. People will be able to see it. It'll be evident. When you really start to love yourself, then you will find that all these situations change. That 10 of Cups turns up right. That Queen of Cups turns up right. That 9 of Pentacles turns up right. And that 7 of Cups becomes clear decisions in situations. Leo, gave you a little bit more time today because I could not stop rambling on about these cards because there's just so many messages. I mean, I really could go on. I wish this was somebody's personal reading so we could really just dig deeper and deeper and have a conversation about it. I like when people can talk back and say, well, this is going on. Yeah, this is going on. But I know this touched some of the Leos out there. And guys, I just really thank you for tuning in to Frequency Real Radio. Check out my daily tarot energies, which are always posted on YouTube and on my blog at frequencyreal.com. And go to frequencyreal.com if you need a reading, or shoot me an email. Love you guys. I wish you the best December, the best end of the year, and nothing but the best in 2017. Like I said, I've got Leo friends, have had Leo friends all my life, and just want to see the best for you guys. Much love. Madam X signing off. Frequency Real Radio. Deuces.